Hi, my name is Courtney Pham, and I'm currently a full-time instructor here at Missouri State University teaching in the College of Business in the course of Business Quantitative Analysis. Now, how I got here and what I am today took me back to a long journey. It all started out in the early 70s back in Vietnam. I am an immigrant from Vietnam. I was born in the early 70s. It was during the war-torn period of Vietnam. In 1975, the South side fell to the North side, the communist side, and the country got reunited into one country. At that time, the South side was the one that sided with the U.S. government. So the North side, when they came in, the new regime wanted everybody to have a clear understanding of why this country is now one country. So when we made it to the safe house, the meeting point, everybody were there except one other unit and my brother and my mother. At that time it was closer to the patrol time, so my dad had to make the executive decision, and that is to leave without my mother and brother. And it was for the greater good. It was for everybody's benefit, and for my family, we have to take that sacrifice. So we left, but we made it out of the country just in time as we were getting out into international water. We were caught with the patrolling officers, and we were shot at. Now the boat got shot at, and I guess at that time we didn't realize that it got our engine. But when we got out, a few hours later, it stopped working. So it was more like trying to determine what had happened, because the pump now does not work, so it doesn't pump water out, and it just flooded the engine, and then it just died. So we had to manually do everything. And thank goodness, my father used to serve for the Navy, and he was trained in the U.S., and he was also trained on the backup plan that is using the old traditional astronomy to navigate. So at night we would just have to follow the stars and just head on to the right direction. I know that I'm the first generation immigrant coming from Vietnam, but my son doesn't know that. He only knows that he grew up here in the U.S., and he wouldn't know what's the difference between his classmate versus himself unless I instill those values in him. And I want to remind him, not constantly, but serve as a reminder that through a lot of hardship and a lot of heartbreaks for us to come here to this land of dreams. And don't take it as a privilege. It's not a right either. It's not something that you're entitled to. Something that you have to work very hard for. So don't ever lose that insight. So that's the next journey that I'm making.